Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spurs Up Show, the best Gamecocks podcast on the internet. Today is Wednesday, December the 15th, 2021. Today's show, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me be the first to officially welcome you to National Signing Day. Folks, I will give you an official National Signing Day primer as we break down everything that's set to go down today as Shane Beamer locks in his first full class as Gamecocks head football coach. Guys, I'll talk about things such as the current rankings heading to today's signing day, go over the prospects that are currently committed and set to sign, and also just give you guys an idea of what to watch for on signing day and beyond. As again, guys, the recruiting momentum continues for head coach Shane Beamer. Also, it feels good to be good. Yet again, guys, the Gamecocks stay perfect on their home floor at CLA, taking down Allen by a final score of 110-51. Guys, I'll break down the game in its entirety. I'll talk my biggest takeaway from last night's win. Also, we'll hand out the Shooters Shoot Award and look ahead to this weekend's game against the arch rival in the Upstate. Guys, I got a packed show here on a Wednesday, and it's all brought to you by our friends over at Upstate Movers Group. Guys, of course, as always, if you have any moving needs this holiday season, or of course going in the new year, be sure to contact our friends over at Upstate Movers Group. You can find them on social media at Upstate Movers Group. Or of course, if you have any other questions, go to their website, upstatemoversgroup.com. That's upstatemoversgroup.com. Be sure to check them out and tell them Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. Let's get it. One of the reasons why I love Shane Beamer, because Shane Beamer and I feel, have something very much in common. And that is that we're both grinders, right? We see Shane Beamer on the recruiting trail and what he's done since he's taken over as Gamecocks head football coach. He's a grinder. He may not be perfect. He may not have the most experience, but my God, when that man wants something, he gets after it. And sure enough, I like to think, guys, that yours truly does the same. As guys, I sit here about 9:15 on a Tuesday night. We have been in the studio now here on this Tuesday for about 13 hours consecutively today on this Tuesday. And we are about to have one hell of a Wednesday, an even longer day on a Wednesday and really going throughout this entire week. But you know what? We love it, and it feels good to be good, and we're blessed and fortunate to do it. Folks, again, happy hump day, happy Wednesday. Hope you're all doing well. I'm Chris Filch, host of the Spurs Up Show. As always, appreciate you all tuning in. Happy National Signing Day, by the way. I know for many of us, this is like Christmas morning as a bunch of new Gamecocks will join the South Carolina football program. Also, of course, guys, it is Victory Wednesday. We're going to dive into all that and more in just a second. But again, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. And I hope this show does find you well, no matter where you are, what you're doing, whether you're on the commute, you're in the office, you're on the job, you got the day off, maybe you're in class, maybe you already graduated, whatever it is. Maybe you're home for the holidays. You know, I remember when I used to work in the corporate world, and it felt like people just basically took the entire month of December off. Like nobody wanted to be in the office, right? Nobody, absolutely nobody, especially like you look at next week, which is literally the week of Christmas. But you got to this time of the year and it was like, dude, everybody's checked out. Everyone is checked out. That time between Thanksgiving and Christmas, you're like, dude, please get me out of here. So again, guys, hope you're all doing well. Hope you're enjoying your holiday season. But again, folks, what a week it's been. And we're just getting started. Got a ton to get into, guys. Before we do, just a couple of quick updates, a couple of quick housekeeping items. First things first, guys, of course, stay tuned to TSUS. Stay tuned to the Spurs Up Show for all your signing day coverage today, guys. Again, of course, there's plenty of outlets, plenty of great outlets out there that cover the Gamecocks that will be covering signing day all day long. You guys will have a plethora of options. Be sure to stay tuned to us as well. We'll have plenty of reactions, plenty of feedback, plenty of thoughts on signing day. Also, of course, the Daily Crow will go live in or two. And also, we'll be live tonight at 10 Roof, 5 to 7, giving full thoughts, reactions, everything else on signing day, everything that was. And then, of course, Shane Beamer's call-in show tonight at Backstreet's Bar and Grill from 7 to 8. You never know. You might see yours truly out there. So again, guys, we got a jam-packed day of coverage of content. You already know the drill. Content bleeding out of the eyeballs. Literally, guys, this week has been absolutely crazy, and we absolutely freaking love it. So again, really excited here on this signing day. Be sure to stay tuned to all of our coverage all throughout social media. Like I said, with the Daily Crow, at 10 Roof, the podcast, of course, dropping tomorrow, which will break down and recap everything that happened. It's going to be a crazy next few days. And with Shane Beamer, guys, what he's shown us, hey, don't ever rest. Don't ever sleep, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know when another prospect is going to commit. You never know when somebody is when he's going to tweet, welcome home. I mean, just when you're thinking you're sitting there in your house, chilling on the couch, nothing's going down, you're thinking to yourself, oh, I got a calm, nice evening, whatever. No, Shane Beamer's working. Like I said, Shane Beamer is a grinder, and that's why we love it. That's why we love Shane Beamer. So again, guys, got a lot to get into here on this Wednesday. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it, because again, folks, like I said, it is National Signing Day with the Gamecocks in this class. And I look at this, guys, as Shane Beamer's first full class in Columbia, South Carolina. Again, guys, we'll have a full recap tomorrow as well. Today's show really to serve as just a bit of a primer, if you will, a bit of a teaser going into signing day, because a lot of things, a lot of moving pieces, a lot of pen to paper, if you will, a lot of NILs being inked, LOIs being, I'm getting my NILs and my LOIs and FYIs and what have you mixed up. A lot of LOIs, letter of intents, will be inked today, as again, a bunch of future Gamecocks make it a reality today and sign their letter of intent. Let's start off, guys, just looking at the current rankings heading into National Signing Day. And we'll look at the different services. 24/7 has the Gamecocks 16th nationally heading into signing day today, ranked 6th in the SEC. You look at Rivals, they have the Gamecocks ranked 13th, actually, and 4th in the SEC. And guys, my biggest takeaway from this going into signing day, what a job Shane Beamer has done. And this isn't even factoring in the transfers that you've picked up. And most obviously, Spencer Rattler, Austin Stogner. I mean, those are huge, massive, massive pickups. Does not even factor those in. And I'll tell you guys this. My expectations for, again, I really do look at this as Beamer's first class. You can't look at the 2021 class and say, that was Shane Beamer's class. Because again, guys, he got the job and had about 2 or 3 weeks to do a job that coaches have been working on these players for 3 or 4 years, building relationships with the players themselves, the parents, the high school coaches, if you will. So again, I really didn't look at that and judge Beamer in any type of way. When I looked at, what are the goals? What are the expectations for Shane Beamer's first full recruiting class? I said, hey, just top 25. Just be top 25. You don't have to be top 10. You don't even have to be top 15. Just be top 25. You've always been able to recruit at a top 25 clip and continue to build positive momentum. And as you get good players and as you develop and as you win games, right, you're going to continue to get better players. And those rankings will slowly but surely bump up as we go along. Now, will South kind of finish, for example, ranked 13th nationally? Will they finish ranked 16th nationally? And hey, I'm not here to doubt Shane Beamer, because they sure as hell just might. But you have to be thrilled with where the Gamecocks sit right now in regards to their overall national ranking. And it's crazy, guys. You can be ranked 16th nationally and just be 6th at the halfway, right in the middle of the SEC. But either way, guys, I'm elated. I'm excited with where you sit going into signing day. Got no complaints at all. And again, of course, like we've talked about many times, Shane Beamer is not only going to attack the high school prospects all across the country, he's going to attack the transfer portal as well. We've already seen that. And again, of course, guys, we talked about it in depth yesterday. And that was the conversation with the Daily Crow on Monday night. So again, I guess I really haven't recorded an actual podcast on these here airwaves, giving you guys my reaction of the Spencer Rattler signing and Austin Stogner. Those guys actually making it official last night, putting pen to paper, inking their LOI, if you will. What a massive pickup, guys. Again, we continue to talk about that over and over. That has really taken South Carolina football and the national college football landscape by storm. You just can't say enough good things about Shane or what he's doing in this recruiting trend. Again, guys, I think you're seeing that not only in the transfer portal, but also just in the national rankings and where this class sits. Again, I was going to be thrilled with the top 25 class to be ranked 16th and 13th with 24/7 and Rivals respectively. I think that's absolutely incredible. And again, guys, who knows where you just might finish up. I think you're definitely set, though, for a top 20 class, which is a massive, massive success in Shane Beamer's first full recruiting class. Now, let's go over the commitments right now, guys. Let's go over these commitments. Who are the guys that are set to sign today? The guys who are at least committed, if you will. I think all these guys will sign. Again, I'm not 110% sure, but you go down the list. Of course, we got 4-star linebacker Sean Barham, who committed over the weekend. Huge pickup. People forget about this one now. 4-star safety Keenan Nelson Jr. out of Philadelphia, a guy that committed way back in July, but a big-time prospect, big-time defensive back, certainly going to bolster that secondary. Then you got 4-star quarterback Braden Davis out of Delaware, big-time pickup there, and somebody that, again, I think will actually really, really benefit being groomed under Spencer Rattler. Then, of course, 4-star Stone Blanton out of Mississippi, who we just saw commit on Monday. It's funny, guys, he committed in the morning, and I feel like he was kind of overshadowed by what Spencer Rattler and Stone Blanton did, because we were just thinking about that. And it's like, guys, did we forget that Stone Blanton also made his intentions to play football at the University of South Carolina? But that's kind of what happens when you pick up a 5-star quarterback like Spencer Rattler and a guy like Austin Stott in the transfer portal. Either way, though, Stone Blanton committing as well, a 4-star linebacker. Then you got 3-star safety Anthony Rose out of Miami, Florida. A really good pickup here, guys. A guy that you remember will flip back to South Carolina over the summer as well. Really nice pickup there. 3-star safety Emory Floyd, 3-star wide receiver Landon Sampson, who, again, Justin Stepp has been really, really high on out of the state of Texas. 3-star linebacker Donovan Westmoreland out of the state of Georgia. 3-star safety Peyton Williams out of Texas. 3-star offensive lineman Ryan Brubaker out of Pennsylvania. And this kid, Ryan Brubaker, has been all about Gamecock football, guys. If you follow him on social media, he is bought into what Shane Beamer and this coaching staff are building for sure. Then you got 3-star safety Kawan Banks out of Florida. 3-star defensive lineman Felix Hickson out of Georgia. 3-star safety Nick Emanwari out of Irmo High School in Columbia, South Carolina. Really nice pickup there. 3-star offensive lineman Grayson Maines out of Georgia. 3-star defensive lineman Jamal Weiss out of Miami, Florida. 3-star wide receiver Kylik Horton out of Summerton, South Carolina. 3-star edge player Byron Thomas Jr. out of Winter Garden, Florida. 3-star offensive lineman Kason Henry out of Marietta, Georgia. 3-star wide receiver who just committed last night, by the way. So welcome home, Xavier Short of Chapin, South Carolina. 6'2", 208 pounds. And guys, right now I'm hearing he's a wide receiver. They might want to move him to tight end, though, get him to bulk up, put some weight on, maybe even like an H-back. So we'll see what happens there. But again, Xavier Short, a quality pickup, another local in-state guy for you. Finally, 3-star defensive lineman Demetrius Watson out of North Charleston, South Carolina. 3-star defensive lineman DeAndre Martin out of Virginia. And then finally, 3-star athlete Dequandre Smith, who, guys, will all actually count towards the 2023 class because he will blue shirt. So again, will not count towards this year's class. Listed as an athlete, a local kid at a Spring Valley. Sounds like they're going to want him to play defensive back. So we're getting a really good pickup there as well. But again, that is your list of commitments. And of course, you also have the transfers right now, the big ones of Spencer Rattler and Austin Stogner. So again, that's where you sit right now in regards to your recruiting class, because I think very, very solid. The thing that really stands out to me is, we talk about a lot the importance of, protecting the state, recruiting in the state, getting guys that are local and keeping them home. But what I really like, guys, and I've told you guys a lot, while recruiting in state is important, I don't think it's quite as important as some may let on, right? Like I've told you guys before, I've talked to different football minds that work at different FCC schools, and they talk about, I ask, how important is it to put up a fence around your home state? And they'll tell you, it's important, don't get me wrong, but Chris, it's about going out there and get the 25 best players you can. Bottom line, you want to go get the 25 best available football players. And what I love is that Shane Beamer is more than willing to do that. I mean, guys, you go down the list: Baltimore, Maryland; Philadelphia, Pennsylvania; Middletown, Delaware; Madison, Mississippi; Miami, Florida; Powder Springs, Georgia; Southlake, Texas; Griffin, Georgia; Rockwall, Texas. The Spurs Up Show is brought to you by our friends over at Drizzly. Guys, friends over, binge watching your favorite show, cat on your lap, No matter your reasons for wanting to stay put, keep your feet up and get beer, wine, and spirits delivered to you in under 60 minutes with our friends over at Drizzly. Guys, Drizzly is the most convenient way to buy beer, wine, and spirits with delivery to your doorstep in under 60 minutes. They're also the #1 app for alcohol delivery. The convenience of home delivery in under 60 minutes when you need it, when you want it, guys. The convenience, you shop across stores so you can choose from a huge selection and get exactly what you want. You can also get the most value when you shop across multiple stores to compare prices and find the best deals on exactly what you're looking for. Guys, right now our friends at Drizzly are giving all new customers $5 off their first order with the code FAST5. So go download the Drizzly app or go to drizzly.com. That's DRIZLY.com and use promo code FAST5 for $5 off your first order. Denver, Pennsylvania, Tallahassee, Jackson, finally Columbia, South Carolina, Swanee, Georgia, Miami, Somerton, Winter Garden, Florida, Marietta, all over the place, Colonial Heights, Virginia. The fact that Shane Beamer and his staff are not limited to South Carolina or even Georgia and North Carolina. These guys are going to Texas. They're going to Delaware. They're going to PA. I think it's awesome that your recruiting footprint is sort of all over. I mean, again, these guys, this coaching staff, they're going wherever they have to go to find the best possible players that fit what we're trying to build in Columbia, South Carolina. So, again, I think a very solid class right now. You've got 22 commitments. You've got room, I think, probably for 3 or 4 more guys. I mean, again, I'm going to be a little bit rough on the numbers because you've had 6 guys into the transfer portal from your own team. You'll probably have a couple more, for being totally honest. Who's going to leave early? How many more guys can you bring on? I mean, it's probably going to be in like the 5, 6, 7 range, something like that. But again, a very solid class right now. And I know what many people are asking. It is defensive heavy. I mean, you look, guys, your top prospects committed. Linebacker, safety, you then have a quarterback, but then linebacker, safety. So 5 of your 6 top committed prospects are defensive players, and 6 of your top 8, 7 of your top 9 are defensive players. So very heavy defensive class, guys. I think what you're going to see South Carolina and Shane Beamer do, what it looks like they're going to do, and again, a lot can change today. A lot can change today with all the prospects that are floating out there, but it feels like to me the Gamecocks are going heavier defensively in regards to the high school prospects and going much heavier offensively in the transfer portal. Again, that's just what I've been able to tell, what I've been able to notice. And from the rumors we've heard, where there's smoke, there's fire. The smoke we're hearing around certain prospects, the Gamecocks just might be signing. It seems like to me they're going to be going much heavier in the transfer portal for the offensive playmakers that they're looking for. But again, overall, guys, like I said, on 24/7, you're ranked 16th nationally, 16th in the conference, 6th in the conference. And then on Rivals, you're ranked 13th nationally and 4th in the conference. So, I mean, again, I don't know how any Gamecock fan can be anything other than thrilled, especially when you do factor in the transfer portal. We talked about it a lot, guys. Shane Beamer attacking the transfer portal. Not sitting on his hands. Shane Beamer's not going to be a guy that, we just hope we figure it out here and hope we figure it out there. No, they're going to go out to the portal if they can and attack and bring good football players in. That's what you saw them doing last year. And again, you're not going to have to lean on the portal as much as you did in that first season, but why wouldn't you do it, guys? Why would you not add big-time players out of the portal if you can do it? Finally, guys, as we wrap up the primer, like I said, just a little bit of a teaser for you going into this signing day. And again, of course, we'll have all of our coverage on our social media and on the Daily Crow and all throughout the day when it comes to National Signing Day. Finally, just what to watch for. Guys, I'll keep it short and sweet and tell you this. Do not doubt Shane Beamer. Beamer ball to the freaking moon. Weird things might happen. We've been hearing a lot of different names from guys like Theo Weiss, from other players at Oklahoma in the transfer portal. I think the transfer portal is going to continue to be a big, big thing for South Carolina guys, even if they don't commit today, even if they don't sign today. I think today and beyond, the transfer portal is going to be a thing for the Gamecocks, guys. The transfer portal is most certainly going to be a thing. Will there be a couple of flips? I've been hearing some other rumors from some defensive players that might be coming via the transfer portal as well. So again, guys, I would just say buckle up and stay on the edge of your seat because, again, a lot is going to go down. A lot's going to happen. Very excited for what Shane Beamer's building. And again, guys, really, really pumped to follow along with you guys all day long. today. Again, signing this class and continue to build this program and building it block by block and player by player. And again, we all know with the Spencer Rattle, the Austin Stogner stuff, guys, that's really the headliner right now. And that's a great place to build around, right? I'm sure there's a lot of prospects right now, a lot of receivers that maybe weren't looking at South Carolina, or at least looking at them seriously, that all of a sudden you get a guy, an NFL guy like a Spencer Rattler, and the Gamecocks, Columbia becomes a realistic destination for some of these guys. So again, Shane Beamer doing an incredible job on the recruiting shows, guys, and we shouldn't really be surprised, should we? We shouldn't be surprised, because I talked about it yesterday. Recruiting momentum. And when you were, in the Steve Spurrier era and signed guys like the Garcias and the Gilmores and the DeMarcos and the Ingrams and the Jeffries and the Lattimores, who was the recruiter then? I'll wait. It was Shane Beamer, man. So again, I never really worried about the recruiting side when he got hired. I never did. Again, does what's happening right now go beyond my expectations? Absolutely. I thought it'd be a little bit of a slower grind, but as the transfer portal showing us, hey, it's going to give the opportunity to a school like South Carolina, where if your head coach is smart about it and he's developed relationships in the past, which I will tell you this, I think Spencer Rattler and Stogner coming here, I think it does speak to the type of person that Shane Beamer is and the type of relationships that he builds with players. Again, he would not have got those guys to come to Columbia if they did not trust him and believe in him and believe that he was going to put them in the best possible position to be successful. So again, I think that just speaks, folks. You can feel very, very confident with your head football coach, what is going on right now in our football program. And, it's been awesome to see. And I'm expecting another very, very exciting day today. I think at minimum, South Carolina football is going to finish in the top 20. And how incredible is that? How incredible is that? After finishing 79th last year and last in the SEC, you've got a chance to finish at minimum top 20 and top third of the conference. I mean, absolutely incredible, man. Kudos to Shane Beamer. Tip your freaking cap. And guys, like I said, going to be fun to follow along all day today and beyond, because like I said, I think the transfer portal, it's not going anywhere. And the transfer portal guys making decisions, it's going to go far beyond today. So again, guys, stay tuned to all our coverage on social media. The Daily Crow rocking from noon to 2. We'll be live at 10 Roof, 5 to 7. Shane Beamer speaking 7 to 8 at Carolina Calls. Going to be an absolutely packed day of content, and cannot wait to experience it all with you all. So again, guys, that is our primer for National Signing Day, the 2022 signing class coming together. As I look at it, Shane Beamer's first full signing class in Columbia, South Carolina. Guys, let's move on to the hardwood, the basketball game. I'll be quick with this one because, again, guys, like I said, an absolute bloodbath. South Carolina getting the win 110-51 in a game where South Carolina, again, really took care of business. You were the more talented team. You were the better team. We all knew that going in. Gamecock shooting 54% from the field, 38% from three-point range. Guys, listen to this stat. You out-rebounded Allen 59-20. A game that, like I said yesterday, really just should have never been played. But either way, hey, you get a big win. You continue to build confidence. All good. We'll take them. A lot of guys, what was great about this game, too, a lot of guys came off the bench, played good basketball. One of them, and my biggest takeaway from yesterday, guys, and a guy that I've been impressed with all season. I've been impressed with him all season, but there really hasn't been an area or an opportunity to talk about his game and what he's done. But my biggest takeaway from last night is, I got to be honest, Brandon Martin, the son of head coach Frank Martin. Brandon Martin's actually much better than I expected him to be. A guy that I thought would really just be a role player and didn't expect him to play many minutes. He's playing valuable minutes for this Gamecocks basketball team. So again, guys, Brandon Martin, the son of Frank Martin, a much better player than, I'll be honest, I originally expected. So kudos to him. Kudos to him when he's coming into games. And it's not just against Allen. I mean, this guy's playing valuable minutes for South Carolina. So my biggest takeaway from last night, Brandon Martin. And again, I feel like I've felt this before. I've thought this during games, but just didn't have an opportunity to say it. He's much better than I expected. So kudos to Brandon Martin. Great job by Frank getting him here, identifying that he could help this basketball team. If nothing else, kind of being that sixth man, just being a role player. He's done a hell of a job in that regard. Guys, let's move into our Shooter Shoot Award for the game against the Allen Yellow Jackets last night. Again, guys, like I said, the great thing about last night was a ton of guys got action that don't normally get to do so. And so the dude that I'm going to award this to is someone that is a fan favorite. We all know and love. We love seeing him come on the floor. And not only did he get time last night, but he made the most of it. He took advantage. And boy, oh boy, Mike Green was absolutely on fire. Mike Green, the Shooter's Shoot Award winner for the game against Allen, guys, 11 points, 4 for 6 from the field, 3 of 5 from three-point range, 1 rebound. And guys, that came in 7 minutes of action. Just 7 minutes. So again, kudos, Mike Green, shooter shoot, Mr. Mike Green. I love it. I mean, this dude had no fear pulling up from three-point range. You absolutely love to see it. So again, congratulations, the winner of the Shooter's Shoot Award, Mr. Mike Green. Been a pleasure to watch Mikey throughout the years in Columbia, South Carolina. Guys, let's talk what's next for Gamecocks basketball. And of course, the big one this weekend, Saturday, December the 18th at Littlejohn Coliseum against the arch rival. 8 p.m. tip-off on ACC Network, guys. Of course, tomorrow's podcast will be a full breakdown and recap of signing day. Friday's show, we will have a full preview of the game in the upstate against the arch rival. So again, really looking forward to that. I know that football is king. I understand that, but it sure as shit would be good to beat them in basketball too. So it's going to be a really, really good time. Going to be a fun game. They're a quality opponent you're going against. The Gamecocks are now 8-2 on the season, a perfect 6-0 at home, by the way, a perfect 6-0 at home. So again, going to be a great opportunity for another big non-conference win, especially on the road, guys. Will look really, really good on the resume. And like we said, going throughout that big non-conference stretch of Georgetown, Florida State, and then that team from the upstate, if you can go through that 3-0, I mean, you have set yourself up beautifully going into conference play, I should say, barring any setbacks or any unexpected lapses. But either way, good job by Gamecocks basketball, really just showing up, being focused, taking care of business, guys. We all knew what type of game this was supposed to be, what it should be, and a great opportunity and a great night at CLA at home. You scored the most points at CLA, I think, since, like they said, 1996 or 1997. So again, great job by Frank Martin's squad just to lock in, take care of your business. You knew that you were the better team. Talent showed through. The size definitely came out. We talked about the rebounding numbers, but really, really good stuff. And the Gamecocks move to 8-2, a perfect 6-0 on your home floor, which is a great statistic as well. And now you get ready for the big rivalry matchup this weekend in the upstate. But again, folks, hey, that's going to do it all for me. Appreciate you all tuning in. Like I said, guys, we have got a packed day today, this Wednesday, of content rolling your way, content bleeding out of the eyeballs, folks. What a week it's been. By the way, I do want to stop and say thank you all so much, guys, for the continued love and support. The Daily Crow has been insane. I mean, it's been wild. I mean, yesterday alone, guys, I'm sure many of you were tuned in. We went the entire 2 hours with no break. The phone lines were literally ringing off the hook to that level where it was call after call after call after call. I was having to decline calls and people were having to call back in. So guys, I can't thank you enough. It's a great time to be a Gamecock. It feels good to be good. Isn't it wild? Well, just getting a 5-star quarterback, getting a guy like Spencer Rattler, the type of excitement that can inject in your program. But, man, it really just speaks volumes to what Shane Beamer's doing in Columbia. And again, it feels good to be good, man. It's a great time to be a Gamecock. And, even brighter days are ahead. And it feels, it's just incredible. It's just incredible. So again, guys, I just want to say thank you all so much. The continued love and support, rocking and rolling everything we're doing on social media as well. Numbers are blowing up. Like I said, I cannot wait until the final week of 2021. And we'll really sit down and stop and look back at all the successors in the year that was. And man, we have certainly closed it on a high note as well. So again, guys, thank you all so much. Continue to rock and roll with the content, the podcast, the Daily Crow, the merch, by the way, guys, and stay tuned. We got some exciting stuff coming your way in regards to merch, and also exciting content today as well. National Signing Day, folks. Enjoy it. Tune into the Daily Crow, noon to 2, tune into 10 Roof, 5 to 7. Come on out. Hey, and the call-in show, you never know. You might see yours truly out at Backstreet's Bar and Grill. Who knows? But again, folks, appreciate you all tuning in. I'm Chris Phillips of the Spurs Up Show. As always, enjoy your National Signing Day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.